Alright, so today we're going to take a look at the WEYMIC M9. We're going to give it a bit of a comparison to the Zoom H1N for audio quality on voice, music, and a frequency sweep. We're going to run it from probably around 20 hertz up to 18,000 kilohertz. So we'll see how they perform, how they compare, and we'll be generating the sound they're recording through these hi-fi and planar magnetic headphones. They're very, very detailed. These things are nuts. You can actually pass a flashlight through them. It's kind of wild. The detail on them is insane, so we'll use them to generate our signals that we're recording for both of these microphones, and we'll do a bit of a comparison. But first, let's unbox this so you can see what you get. Okay, so yeah, it shows up in this pretty generic package. It's got a little bit of weight to it here. That's a fact. And here we have high fidelity, unidirectional dynamic microphone, excellent reproduction of voice and music. We'll see. At least it says it right there, so you know it's professional. Slides out like that. And all right, XLR cable. World's crunchiest bag, like that. Yeah, XLR, mono, 6.5 millimeter. This cable, it's a little whack. Everything's a bit loose on it. This little stress relief is loose. The plug itself here is loose, and it feels like metal. It definitely feels like metal, but I kind of think everything's being held together by that one screw. In fact, I did test this before recording this review, unboxing, and I'm not going to use it. When I plugged it into the microphone just one time, it kind of felt like this thing was going to get stuck in there. Not that this button doesn't actually release the pin that holds it in, but it felt like it was going to bend and break just trying to remove it as it got hung up. So I won't be testing with this cable just because, you know, if the microphone is decent, I would like to be able to use it, obviously, but I don't want to ruin my experience by using this cable. It's rather long. It seems like it wasn't terrible. The cable is nice. This seems totally perfect, you know, for using, but this, on the other hand, no. If possible, maybe I'll just cut this and put a new one on there if I can find one on Amazon or something, but yeah, we're going to set that aside. Let's take a look at the microphone itself. Yeah, off the bat, this thing is pretty sweet. I know very little about quality microphones, but I will say there isn't anything about this in look and feel and weight that seems like they cut any corners. The switch is quiet. When it's on, it doesn't move or rattle. XLR. The entire thing is metal. Everything you can put your hands on except for maybe this button. I think the button itself, yeah, that's some sort of plastic. But yeah, it's basically a weapon. The amount of weight this thing has is kind of ridiculous. So interested and excited to try this out, see how well it actually sounds. Set that aside. And yeah, that's about it. You've got this little warped box and this neat little bag to store your microphone in. So we'll set these things aside and get to the comparison. Okay, now that we have everything set up, we've got the mic plugged into a little amp here, giving me a aux feed right into the line in. We're recording this at 24-bit, 96 kilohertz, just like the initial part of the video here, but this microphone was doing the work. And now what I'm going to do is literally put my headphones on each microphone and test some audio through them, more so than the human voice, of course. We're going to play some music and see exactly what they pick up and see what we think. going to do the frequency sweep. Okay, so final thoughts here. The M9 did pretty good for dialogue. Just normal speaking, that was pretty impressive. Sounded a lot like what the Zoom was doing. The frequency sweep and the music reproduction, though, that wasn't super great. Low-end sub-bass and the high-end frequencies, near 10,000 kilohertz, anything above that for sure. A lot of volume dropout on the M9. Very inconsistent there, so not a very high-performing microphone, but it definitely does a good job for dialogue. And if you need something that's got XLR and it's super cheap, it's definitely a way to go if you're just using it for normal dialogue. Hope this information is helpful to you if you're looking for something like this, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.